Guys, I probably recorded this intro like 17 times, but this will be the last time. I promise you that. I promise you that. We are not going to be reading a couple of the books that you guys mentioned. We're not gonna be reading any of those. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to be a hater, but we're not doing it. I've already reviewed How to Win Friends and Influence People like 400 videos back. If you haven't read that book, you need to read that book. It blows my mind how mind-numbingly simple the concepts are. Smile. Say hello. Greet people and call them by their first name. Say thank you. A lot. A lot. Read that book. If you haven't, you're behind. It's that simple. We're not going over it. Next one was Never Eat Alone. Keith Ferrazzi, a big orange book. Read that. I've also done some stuff on that. I didn't honestly really, I wasn't a huge fan. It's a good book, a lot of great tips, but something that you really need to dissect. And the next one, Total Ownership, Complete Ownership by that Navy SEALs guy. I'm not too sure. I've read a few reviews. I would like to read something a little else. I'm gonna start small too. This isn't gonna be a huge book, guys. The book club is this. Grant Cardone, The Millionaire Booklet. It's about an hour and a half. You can listen to it in an hour on 1.5. Grant is an awesome guy, the king of sales. He's going to tell you like it is. This guy has made it in business. He's made millions of dollars in real estate, in sales. He is just a very likable person, or very hateable. You can hate this guy after a while, but in this book, there's a lot of gold nuggets. There's a lot to take away from. It's inspiring, motivating. The Millionaire Booklet. That's going to be the book club. I'm going to go and listen to it again tonight. So, now we're going to get to a little rap. And then we're going to start the video. Stay tuned, guys, like water. Let's get it. Yo, sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do, and then you do it. Instead of saying screw it, fuck it, and then you do it. If the obstacle is the way, then I'm barging through it. And if I go around and not being congruent, yo, the video's coming up. Let's get to it. Welcome back, guys, to the final show. Just kidding. Never stopping this shit, dude. I love being on this pole at the library with this sweet convertible. Anyways, so here we go. The proactive person versus the reactive person. There's two different types of people. Are you like Bruce Lee said? Be like water, my friend. Like water. Do you flow around the obstacles in your life, or do you cling to them like mud? Guys, the proactive person takes responsibility, but let's start with the reactive, because the reactive is everywhere and you've seen it. Let's label it with some things. I'm stubborn because of my mother. I have a foul mouth because of my Italian, the Italian in me. I am just like this. That's just the way I am. I don't like that food, and I've never fucking tried it. Fuck, that pisses me off when people say that, dude. Oh, that's reactive. Do you respond? Do you react to the situations in your life, guys? Or do you control? Do you take a hold of and shape? Do you create the outcome? The proactive person, guys, you will notice, is not concerned about all the fucking bullshit that happens in the world. But you see the reactive person watching the news and seeing how bad it is around us, how there's so much badness and evil. I'm saying it like that because it's laughable, but I'm sick of it, dude, because complaining, saying that it's other people's fault, saying that someone else did this to me is so like a closed mindset, like Carol Dweck said in the book Mindset. You're either open mindset or closed mindset. You're either reactive or you're proactive. You either are going to take responsibility or you're going to blame it on someone else. You're going to say how bad it is. And no one wants to hear that, dude. So I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to be like water. I'm going to be like water, my friends. The way that you can tell reactive people is when you look at their circle of concerns and their circle of influence. Now, their circle of concerns, like we just were talking about, is what's going on everywhere else. It's not focused on what's going on in here, on what I have control over, on what I can do. It's focused on everything else. Their circle of influence is this small. But the proactive person's circle of influence is great, and their circle of concern is this small. Seriously though, think about it. Think about when you look to the outside, when you blame it, guys, you're not taking responsibility. To be proactive is the way to be. To hold on to the past and blame it on those around us is just going to hold you back. Now think about, last thought here, is how we talk to ourselves throughout the day. Do we tell ourselves? Are we being, maybe it's easy to say, Elijah, I am open-minded. Elijah, I am a proactive person. It's easy for me to tell myself that, but I'll catch myself a hell of a lot of times saying, blaming it on other people, complaining, when I have complete power to do that. Putting things off until tomorrow, when I have complete power to do that now, and then it turns out where it's a headache for me. How you speak to yourself is going to come out very strong in your actions, in how people see you. How you talk to yourself, other people will hear that through your actions. I forgot who said it. It's like actions speak so loud I can't even hear what you're saying. So let's cut the complaining. Let's step up and take ownership, responsibility, complete ownership. By the way, this is the book. Well, fuck, man. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna get that book.